the Saunders Racing Enterprises number 4. Would you welcome Cliff Saunders? Row number 2, it is car number 15. This is the RAD Auto Machine Chevy Monte Carlo. From Palmer, Massachusetts, car 15 for Donnie Wood. Alongside will be car number 1. He's making his debut in 2011 in the DP Motorsports number 1. From Tallinn, Connecticut, give a nice round of applause for David O'Rourke. 3 rows back, it'll be car number 04. The other half of the Saunders twin combination, the Saunders Racing number 04 from Stafford Springs for Albert Saunders. Scheduled to start in the 6th starting spot, it'll be car number 23. That's Vincent Gambacord out of Ellington, Connecticut, the Right Images signed car. 4 rows back to the inside sets car number 72. That's Nick Salva in the H&H transmission machine out of Prospect, Connecticut. In the 8th starting spot, driving car number 6, it's Andrew Hayes out of Charlton, Massachusetts, driving the Astonic Community College Special. Scheduled to start in the 9th starting spot, it'll be car number 36. That's Kelsey Rotino out of Willimantic, Connecticut, in the Rotino Racing Enterprises Special. In the 10th starting spot, it'll be car number 60. That's Tom Sturt, the Sturt Motorsports car out of West Haven, Connecticut. Scheduled to start 11th on the grid will be the number 26 car. Following him will be the number 48 machine driven by Joey McAllister, McAllister Motorsports car from New Britain. In the 13th starting spot, it'll be car number 64. That's Austin Bissett out of Stafford Springs, Connecticut, the BMR Competition Transmission Special. The number 5 car will be starting next for Andrew Marchese out of Tallinn, Connecticut, driving the Marchese Landscaping number 5 car. In the 15th starting spot, it'll be car number 21. That'll be Doug Phelps Jr. driving the Doug's Home Improvement Special. 16 starting to the field will be the number 37. That's David Maka out of Columbia, Connecticut, the Maka's landscaping car. In the 17th starting spot, it'll be car number 7. That's Kyle Casagrande. Keep your eyes on this talent in the Casagrande Builders machine. He'll be starting way back in the 17th spot. In the 18th starting position, it'll be car number 74. That is Michael Brandon from Granville, Massachusetts, in the Dale Drug Machine. Then we go to car number 51. That is Josh Wood in the Don Wood RAD Auto Machine car from Palmer, Massachusetts. 20th starting spot goes to car number 28, which is Chris Fluckinger in the Fluckinger Racing Enterprises Special. Into the final row with car number 44, it'll be Seth Wallace, the Critical Signs and Cardio Express machine. And car number 01 will be starting scratch in the field. That is your starting lineup for this afternoon's first feature event.
How important is it to win the season opener? Well, last year's champion won the Spring Sizzler in the Dare Stocks. We'll see if today's winner can hang on for the championship. Of course, we've got to wait towards the end of the season, but this race very crucial to seeing how successful your season will be as we get set to go here with the Dare Stocks. This will be a 15-lap feature event for the Dare Stocks to kick off 2011.
Well, what you see now taking place is our safety services crew, and they are standing at both the right and left end of the front straightaway area. This is what we call the traditional route send-off, and that is just that. As you'll note, when the field does move from the starting grid, they'll be giving the thumbs up, and that, of course, was traditionally what Jack Arute Sr. did. He would take his golf cart down the backstretch, pull to the inside of the infield area, and give everybody a thumbs up and a wish of good luck. That is what is taking place now. It's something we started a few years back, and it still continues in memory of the late great Jack Arute, the inspiration of the Stafford Motor Speedway. Car number 01 we mentioned in the starting lineup is Johnny Walker out of Ludlow, Mass, is our additional starter to the field. So there's the thumbs up. You can join in if you like, sitting in the grandstand area. If you haven't picked up your Pit Stopper magazine, please make sure you do so, because there's a lot of great prizes to be given away tomorrow. And tomorrow, when we have the CarQuest Belts and Hoses Pit Party, you'll want to get that program autographed, because that's what makes it even more valuable than it actually is, because these are limited edition. Once they're gone forever. So take advantage of this and pick up this incredible Sizzler magazine. It goes back with a lot of the history of this great race, the history of the Stafford Motor Speedway. Bob Potter, our Grand Marshal, tomorrow. We're going to be taking a look back. We're going to be talking to legendary drivers like George Summers, Lou Austin, a lot of other great folks that are a part of the history of this big spring Sizzler weekend. And this is picture perfect Sizzler setting, Joe, as we refer to it as. So we also are glad to see that Cal Cheminette made it back here with us. And I think we should check in with him before we go into the first feature event of 2011. Cal, it's good to see you. How's things going?
Good evening, good afternoon, Mr. Ben Dodge and Joe Koss. Thank you for holding down the fort for me, guys. And yes, this is a picture-perfect afternoon for automobile racing here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. It's great to be back, and it's great to shake off that frost from the winter. It's been a long winter, and let's get these dare cars going. You said this was the most exciting division last year, and let's see if they can prove it once again. And Joe, you mentioned the one win that Tony Membrino did have last year was at the Spring Sizzler, and that set the tone for the whole season. So this will do it. Whoever gets the first one of the season is definitely going to set the tone for the whole season in 2011.
Yeah, Cal, and that's not only in the dare stocks, because remember in the SK Lights,
that's right,
that Galco one, he went on to win the championship as well. This Saturday, hey, if you're fortune teller, you might be able to tell a little bit of the future as we head down into the final stretches of the season. Of course, you don't want to miss a step of the way. A great way to get the season underway here with the dare stocks, a 15-lap feature event. We're looking forward to getting underway.
We sure are, Joe. And we should mention that's not the only feature you're going to see here this afternoon. So stick with us. You're going to see the limited late model feature event of 20 laps, and then the grand finale of the day, the SK Light Modified feature event of 20 laps. Then tomorrow's schedule, let's give it to you now while we have the opportunity. The paddock area opens up at 8 o'clock. They begin setting up for the pit party in the infield at approximately 9 o'clock. The ticket booths open up at 10. At 11 o'clock, it's the CarQuest Belts and Hoses pit party that goes from 11 until 12. And then we remove all of the cars from the racetrack and the staging area, invite you back into your comfort zone and your grandstand seats, and then we commence with the pre-race presentation for the TechNet Spring Sizzler, the greatest race in the history of spring. Then we kick things off to follow that with the SK Modified feature of 40 laps, 24 cars strong, then the late model feature of 30 laps, and then it's time for the grand finale, 200 laps for the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour under the CarQuest banner, and that is going to be the race of 2011.
Yes, the greatest race in the history of spring, and then one of my favorite days at the racetrack is when we have the CarQuest Belts and Hoses pit party, because we get a chance to get down there, meet the drivers, see the race car up close and personal, and you know what, bring the kids along, bring your Sharpie marker. All the drivers will be down there. You have a chance to get everything signed. You've got a hat, a program, a t-shirt. If you don't have one, you can get one here at the Speedway, and come down and join us. We have a great time out here on the front straightaway.
It sure is. And remember, dollar for dollar. Now, I've worked in the entertainment business all of my life. Dollar for dollar, this is one of the best values in entertainment you could ever get.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You get 2 full days of racing. In addition to that, you get the opportunity to meet and greet the stars, the athletes, the contenders. You get a chance to see them, feel them, touch them, have the opportunity to get their autographs, souvenirs, gifts, and things of that time. No other sport will allow you to do that for these prices, which is the price of free once you come in to watch the race program, to go down and get those autographs and see your favorite drivers. And you know, we talked before about Heather DeRocher, came here as a young little girl with a dream and an inspiration that originated from functions of this type. So please, bring the neighbor's kids, bring the guy next door, bring somebody else's girlfriend or wife. I know a family that has both. And take them all to the races and have a good time and enjoy yourself. Off turn number 4, let's get ready to go racing. These are the dare stocks. If they head off turn number 4, they are almost 3 wide.
It is Saunders to take the lead in turn number 2. In the second spot, it is at 3 wide once again. Caitlin Brice in the middle for a moment as they head down into turn number 3, trying to hold on to that spot, but to the outside. outside goes the 23 machine of Vince Capricorda. He'll take over position 3.
David Arute is the surprise in lap number 11.